Situation, task, action, and result. That's the STAR method in a nutshell. But did you know that most candidates fail their behavioral interviews because they miss a single crucial element? Today, I'll show you how to master the STAR method and nail every question. With 75% of interviewers using behavioral questions to assess candidates, according to the company that claims to have invented the STAR method, it's vital that you get to know this well-known pattern. Hi, I'm David with a 5.0 GPA from MIT and 2 patents in AI video analysis, and I've seen firsthand how even the strongest candidates can miss out by using the STAR method incorrectly. I'm here to help you understand what the STAR method is and how you can use it to your advantage during interviews. Today, I'll show you how to make STAR work for you and make you the standout candidate in any interview, highlighting details that even top candidates often overlook. The STAR method is a simple yet powerful tool to keep your thoughts organized, help you to remember to bring up relevant examples, and most importantly, help make that hiring manager's life easier. Trust me, hiring managers are looking for candidates who use structured answers like STAR. It dramatically increases the likelihood of them giving you the thumbs up. Just keep in mind that the STAR method isn't infallible, and I'll give you tips throughout the video and at the end today to help you stay on the right track and avoid very common mistakes that interviewees often make. In the meantime, if you're coming across questions and you're not sure if the STAR method is the appropriate technique or not, post them in the comments and we'll all get involved to discuss whether it's appropriate or not. Now, each letter in the STAR method means something different. S, situation, T, task, A, action, and R for results. Let's look at those letters one by one and see how each of them helps you build a better answer. S, situation, is pretty explanatory. You're going to be telling the hiring manager what it is you are facing. What was that situation you were presented with? This is a setup to your answer, so don't forget to talk about how serious or urgent this situation was. But don't get too bogged down in explaining the major details. You want to get this idea across quickly and clearly. An example for this might be that sales started declining rapidly and unexpectedly, or we had a new teammate but they were consistently missing deadlines. Now let's look at the T for task. This should also be kept pretty short and sweet. Here we'll describe what the assignment was, maybe something that was set out by a supervisor or a manager, or perhaps even a goal that we've set for ourselves. Let's check out a few examples. My manager asked me to stop the sales decline immediately, or perhaps something along the lines of, I decided to reach out to that coworker directly and help them. Now think about, why is it that we're keeping these 2 sections relatively short? That's because we don't have much actionability here. For the situation, a task, usually this is something that's given to you or a priority that you've set for yourself. It's not something that you've proactively worked on or created. The impact you're gonna have is, well, yet to happen. The sections we're talking about next, action and results, are the main part of your answer and should be where we're spending most of our time talking, because that's what the hiring manager is interested in, what you did and what your results were. By the way, if you feel like you've got some value from this video so far, please hit like so we can help more people out. Now we're at the 3rd stage of your answer, A for action. This is where candidates make or break their interviews. Your answers here must prove you're the best choice as a candidate. Now, this is the part where you're going to describe what you did to remedy the situation we described earlier, how we adapted the task we were assigned to, based upon the actual reality and context of the situation that was faced. Did you notice the nuance there? Just because you were assigned a task doesn't mean you had to follow those instructions to a T. Don't just outline the steps here. That's a common mistake. Explain how you took the initiative and adapted as needed. Here's where many candidates slip up. They spend too little time on their actions or focus too much on what others did. Remember, the interviewer wants to know about your contributions. For example, in the declining sales scenario, I investigated the drop in sales and discovered that actually our competition had dramatically lowered their prices. My manager didn't want to engage in a price war, so I developed a loyalty program to reward our best customers, offering them an exclusive deal and personalized service. Did you notice how this explanation focuses on proactive steps you took and how you adapted to the situation? Well, hiring managers love candidates who can think on their feet and adjust strategies as needed. Another common pitfall to avoid here, though, is talking too much about what your supervisor or the team did. Remember that the hiring manager is interviewing you. Okay, so here's a hack to showcase how you lead and bring people together within the action step. I like to call this Star Plus. After describing your action and before moving on to the result, why don't we add a quick line here about how you gathered support or overcame initial skepticism. This little extra detail highlights how great you are with team dynamics, that you understand and work well within a team, even addressing different opinions. It also highlights your initiative and confidence by showing proactive thinking, addressing potential obstacles before they become big, and of course showcases your leadership. Let's look at an example. Here's Basic Star. I developed a loyalty program that boosted customer retention. Now, Star Plus. After gauging initial skepticism, I used a competitor case study to gain my team support and buy-in before we launched the loyalty program that boosted retention by 15%. By showing that you can build consensus, especially if it was in a remote setting, you're adding an advanced layer to the STAR method that can position you as the high-value candidate, even beyond any technical skills you might have. Hiring managers are interested in you, so they want to hear about your actions. Make sure you highlight your individual contributions. By the way, if you think that extra line could make the difference, hit like so more people can see this and hear about Star Plus. Now, R is for results. So if you're serious about achieving the best results in your interview, you should check out our online course, How to Ace Your Video Interview. It's going to be pinned in the comments below, and we discuss everything from how to master interview psychology through to setting up your camera correctly and other tips and deeper insights that build upon this video. So we look forward to welcoming you there. Now, R is for result, as we mentioned, and this is where candidates most often slip up. After all the effort we've been putting into the situation, task, and action, let's not forget to close the loop by telling our interviewer what happened as a result of our actions. If possible, let's use hard data, percentages, revenue figures, time saved. But if we don't have the exact numbers, and often we don't, let's use approximate ranges. That's acceptable too. The key is to show the impact of our efforts. For example, the loyalty program we launched stopped the sales decline and increased customer retention by 15% over 3 months. However, I realized that this was just a temporary fix. I proposed a new development of product lines to meet emerging customer needs, and now these new products are well underway in development. Don't worry if the results weren't perfect in your example. Employers value honesty and the ability to learn from your experiences, even if things didn't go quite as planned. Discuss what you've learned and how you would approach the situation differently next time. This shows your adaptability and a growth mindset. Remember, the results section, it's not just about the outcome, but also about the lessons learned, how you grew from the experience. This is your opportunity to showcase the ability to reflect and improve. Use this tip to give your STAR answers an edge over the competition. Now, preparation is key to mastering the STAR method. Practice sample behavioral questions, and when you formulate your answers, keep the situation and task sections concise. Can't emphasize it enough. We should be focusing our energy on the action and the results, where you can demonstrate your problem-solving skills and that impact that you've made. But here are some additional tips to avoid common pitfalls that we see candidates making again and again. Be specific. Vague answers won't be impressing anyone. Make sure to provide enough detail to make your actions and results meaningful and clear. Stay positive. Even if the situation was challenging that you're describing, focus on how you overcame and faced obstacles head on. Practice out loud, become comfortable with your responses, and make sure you're not rambling. Catch yourself. Align your answer with the job description. That's about tailoring your examples to highlight skills, competencies, and experience that you have relevant to the position you're applying for. By practicing and refining your answers, you'll be becoming more and more confident and articulate during your interview. Now, if you're convinced that the STAR method will help you ace your next interview, hit like so more people can see this. Remember, mastering the STAR method isn't just about following a formula. It's about effectively showcasing your skills, impact, and adaptability to potential employers. By thoughtfully crafting your responses, you can demonstrate that you are the candidate they've been searching for. Now, if you want to go deeper, check out our course, How to Ace Your Video Interview. It's pinned in the comments below. Confidence comes with preparation, and this course is filled with tools and tips that will help you succeed and elevate your video interview performance. Mastering the STAR method isn't just about following steps, it's about proving you're the game changer companies are looking for. Make every answer count.